What's going on, Internet? Welcome back to another awesome episode of Nerdlocker, a place for your inner nerd. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Jazmine.
And this is episode 71.
And today we've got some Indiana Jones news, some Muppets news, some Assassin's Creed news, and much more.
So let's get to it.
All right, guys, so we got a little news from Barry Sonnenfeld, the director of Men in Black 3. He went on in an interview and said that for this next movie, that they had to rework it, that they actually didn't have a completed second or third act for their movie for the script when they started filming. So if it works out, then hey, it was genius. If it makes a ton of money, it was genius. If it doesn't, then oh well.
We have living
Pretty much,
proof
that's what he said.
that it's not going to be this huge genius production.
It stopped filming.
Thank you, exactly.
Yeah.
If like the star of your film comes to you and says, no, I'm not doing this because I don't like it, then you have something wrong, especially when it's someone like Will Smith who's done so many great movies.
Not only the star of the film, but it was pretty much his movie.
Right?
Like, it's Will Smith being like, I want to make a movie. I want to make Men in Black 3.
Exactly.
This is my idea. It's time travel. It doesn't make sense. You make it make sense. And that's what Barry Sonnenfeld had to do and his creative team. And I guess they tried.
I like your Will Smith impression.
I'm Will Smith, and I'm the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's not how it goes. I know,
I'm excited to see if this movie sucks or doesn't suck, because if it does, I want to rub it in Barry Sonnenfeld's face.
I don't want to rub it in Barry Sonnenfeld's face, because I don't think it's his fault. He was the director on the first two. He had to direct this one pretty much. Not had to, but of course Will Smith wanted him there. Will Smith is one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. So what he wants, he gets. He bought his daughter a record deal.
And which makes me angry.
And
we're not going to get into
his
that.
son a movie franchise.
Yep.
I don't care if the Karate Kid was good. Screw you, dude. I'm sorry, Fresh Prince.
Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Fresh Prince, my hands. All right, guys, so we got a ton of big news from Assassin's Creed 3. First off, cover art was revealed, and it looks like we got American Revolution on our hands.
Not only did we get the cover art, but we also got the trailer, and it proves we have an American Revolution.
America,
becoming a country.
rise to power.
But it's really, really awesome. You see a lot of dead British soldiers.
Yeah.
It's George Washington giving a speech.
Yeah.
And you get a really good look at the new character, who was half British, half Native American.
And all badass.
Totally badass.
Yes, yes.
The hidden blades are gone, but we have a tomahawk. The game said it would be tomahawk heavy.
And a bow and arrow.
With the bow and arrow, brought up a really good point. I'm sure you'll be using that a lot for killing people.
I'm not going to be using
But I've also
tomahawk.
read they're going to be throwing a little bit of the Red Dead Redemption edge where you can hunt, collect pelt, meat,
was
that
that
kind of
was so
stuff.
much fun.
It was really cool, and I
Yeah.
like to see that they're kind of turning this, into
They're going like a
more
RPG, less action adventure, a little more RPG, kind of infusing that in it.
Yeah.
Not to the point where it's like,
And
I have so much loot.
I
but
believe I've read two different things. This will either be the great or great-great-grandson of Ezio, the character we've been playing since Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah. Also, big news is not only are they releasing it on the PS3, Xbox 360, and the PC like normal, they are also doing it on the Wii U. It was announced it's going to come out for that console. It's kind of big news because we really don't know when the Wii U is supposed to come out. It's supposed to be later this year, maybe next year. And the game comes out October 30th, unless they push it back. So maybe we get the
really
Wii U
hope they
before
don't push
then.
it back.
If you want to get a Wii U, I personally don't think I'm gonna. But
maybe it'll
hey,
come out and you'll be like, you have it for the Wii U.
Yeah, you got an
just
awesome
don't
game
have
you
a
can
Wii
play.
U yet.
Yeah, hey, there you go.
But okay, I love this game. This is definitely one of my favorite video game franchises.
I've never played it.
Love the
so-
way they tie the history into these games. There's real people, like Da Vinci invents most of the thing the assassins
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
use.
I do want to get into this game
Yeah.
because it sounds pretty awesome.
They said Ben Franklin would be appearing in this game too, but he wouldn't
so
be playing the Da Vinci role.
What if
So
he
I
gives
guess
you
just
electricity
hang out.
arrows?
So here you go. Well, he just.
You know what? Give
Either
me
way,
my
either
Hawkeye
way. I gotcha.
release,
I gotcha.
okay?
But I'm kind of bummed without the hidden blades because I feel like that is definitely one of the things that make the assassins
Unique and cool.
And
yeah.
the assassins is these blades. And I mean, I'm sure they'll figure out something. I have no doubt that this game is going to be absolutely incredible.
The Tomahawk might be way cooler than any hidden blade ever. So.
Yeah, I'm stoked. But let us know what you guys think, thoughts, predictions, or whatever for the comments below. Good news, Jim. We're getting another Muppets movie.
I am really, really excited by this.
2. It is like weird how much I don't think I saw any movie more than once in the theater last year. I went and saw the Muppets like 3 times. I love that movie.
It is the only Academy Award-winning movie I saw.
You know what? Me too. When you put it that way, yes, it is. And I'm so happy they won for that.
Oh, yeah.
That was just awesome.
And what a great speech. I love that acceptance speech. It was very cool. In fact, my wife was hilarious. She's like, half paying attention. She's like, oh my God, there's a guy from Flight of the Conchords. I'm
like, yeah.
Yeah, honey.
That's what, like, I remember I checked Twitter. Everyone's just like, Flight of the Conchords won an Oscar. Like, that is so cool. And
I hope he comes back.
I really hope he writes the music.
Was huge.
Music's what made the movie for me.
It really did.
The Man or Muppet song. It really everything
did.
about it. He had it down. Like,
yeah, it was perfect. The Chris Cooper rap. Hilarious. It was perfect.
Because you're sitting there like, is he serious right now?
Yeah,
it
was perfect.
He's rapping?
So we definitely hope he comes back, but we haven't heard any news. But we know that director and writer are going to be back.
Which is good.
I'm pretty excited about that because they really brought that together. Yeah. The only one we know for sure who will not be back in any capacity, Jason Segel. Which
I'm disappointed because I loved him in, but I know you pointed out already, people don't really come back for the Muppet movies. But I mean,
Charles Groban, I know you guys wanted him, but he was not in the next one after The Great Muppet Caper.
Yeah. But I mean, he did what he wanted to do. He wanted to make a Muppets movie. He got it made. It's popular. Everybody loves the Muppets. So I mean, mission accomplished on Jason Segel's part. So it's kind of cool now. He gets to let go and let it just be the Muppets.
It is. And I think we were all kind of worried how Disney, and people forget this, but how Disney would handle the Muppets.
And change it or modernize it.
And I think he set the standard, so now we can follow that blueprint.
They know what they're doing.
Director and writer back, I think it's in pretty safe hands.
Yeah, like you said, the only thing that would really seal the deal is if you got Brett back with.
That would be fantastic. I mean, come on, he won an Academy Award.
Exactly.
Let's bring him
back. Why
back.
could you not bring him back now?
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
So Brandon, did you hear they're making a Human Centipede 3?
I might have heard that, and I might have gotten really excited.
I did too, because the creepy bad guy from the first one and the super creepy bad guy from the second one are going to be mashed together in the third one.
Hopefully not like sewn together.
Oh, that'd be great, actually.
But that's all we have for the story, I guess, right now. Not really anything else has been released, but I kind of want to see how the two villains meet up. Because the one's not a doctor. One's a doctor. The other one is just kind of creepy torture guy. But I want to know how they meet and how that starts. Like,
there's like a weird cabal of crazy torture dudes.
Yeah,
and
he's
maybe
like,
met in prison.
You're doing it wrong, man. You gotta sew them together.
He's like, you gotta take your machete and just chop off
I'll show you my other creepy scientist guy. We battle our human centipedes.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be sweet.
It's like an underground fighting ring of human centipedes. I don't know. That's where I'm going with this. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
Sold. I'm sold.
So as many of you know, I am a huge George Lucas fan, but I will admit it is getting harder and harder to defend him.
That is very true. Recently we learned that Frank Darabont was working on a script in 2003 for an Indiana Jones film that wasn't Crystal Skull Alien Hot Mess. It was going to be called Indiana Jones and the City of the Gods, and it sounded like a much better concept.
I'll be honest, it certainly did. Kelly, who's going to be writing a review on the book Tales from Development Hell by Titan Publishing, is where we got this information. And I will be honest, I'm disappointed we didn't get to see this one.
It sounded a lot more like what the original stories were about, like more to that sort of adventuring, where this one, I don't know, it just felt different. I think bringing in the kid ruined what Indiana Jones was before.
Yeah, and I think it didn't have Germans, it didn't sound like. It was more Russians were the ones that they were focusing on, but it was set more during the time that we know Indiana Jones, a little later in the 50s, but not quite the leap that got us to the aliens. There was no English trader, it was actually the Russian trader, and it just sounded more interesting, and like you said, more Indiana Jones.
And references to other Indiana Jones films. They're referencing The Lost Crusade and Raiders, and we didn't get any of that in this one.
No, and the disappointing thing is, as we both talked about, they, being Frank Darabont and Steven Spielberg, took the script to George Lucas, super excited, I'm assuming a pretty tight story, and George Lucas said, no.
Frank Darabont
not going to do it.
spent a year of his life developing this film. He was really excited about it. It sounded like it was going to be awesome. He and Spielberg were both into it. No.
Now here is my defense of George Lucas, though.
There it comes.
Without that stubbornness that unfortunately gave us Crystal Skull, we would have never had the original Indiana Jones, which only came about because Steven Spielberg didn't get to do a James Bond flick. George Lucas persuaded him to instead do this awesome adventure he had called Indiana Jones. So yes, there's a part of me that's really disappointed we didn't get to see Frank Darabont, but we did get 3 great Indiana Jones films because George Lucas is a stubborn SOB. Now if he would just stop and actually retire, I'd probably be happy.
So we can only hope that to make up for his recent hate, if another Indiana Jones does get made, he'll actually make it good.
I hold out no hope. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
3, 2. Hey guys, if you got an Xbox and are on Xbox Live, be sure to check us out on Daily Motion.
And if you don't, we'll know.
Hey guys, Brandon here, and my pick this week is the new Every Time I Die album, X Lives. How can you not love Every Time I Die? This is just one of the most solid, consistent bands I've ever listened to. I love everything they've put out, and this CD just feels like you're getting punched in the ears with awesome for 45 minutes. So do yourself a favor, go out and pick up X Lives by Every Time I Die.
Hey there, nerds. Jazmine here with my pick of the week. It is Honey Badger Adventures #1. I saw this in the list of comics coming out this week, and I pretty much dropped to the floor with glee. I cannot wait to read this comic, and I will let you know how awesome it is very soon.
Hey guys, Cubby here with my pick this week. It is The Hobbit by this little-known writer. His name is J.R.R. Tolkien. You might have heard of him, I don't know. He's a British guy. He lived like 100 years ago. Anyways, really good book. They're making a movie of it, obviously, so I wanted to kind of get a better feel for it. I've seen the original cartoon, but I never read the book. Finally picked it up, and I'm enjoying the crap out of it. This is like going to be one of those stories I read to my kids all the time. It's really hitting home. It's just fun, adventure, and whimsical craziness, and dwarves being jerks. So check it out if you love good fantasy. If you haven't read it before, if you have read it, read it again, because it's a great book. It's The Hobbit. Making a movie. Do it.
Hey guys, this is Haley, and I've been really sad by the news of Davy Jones passing away. So I've been really nostalgic thinking about the Monkees. And my goodness, that is such a good show. Today I accidentally made a reference of the show, and I was just thinking about how, you know, a lot of people, I feel like it's underestimated because it is so cheesy. But I think personally that's what made it great. So I just say, go watch the Monkees. If you don't have the means to watch it, just go on YouTube and watch some of their best music videos of them running in and out of doors. It's such a fun show. Go watch it.
So a couple weeks ago, I was reading an article in Entertainment Weekly about this movie called Take Shelter, and they were raving about a performance by Michael Shannon, and they couldn't believe he was overlooked by the Oscars. I was like, okay, I'll check it out. It happened to be at Redbox, rented it. It's about a story of a man who has these premonitions of the end of the world. But we find out that his mother is a paranoid schizophrenic. So we're not sure if these are real or if it's just in his own mind. It's a great, great story. I honestly believe that they were going to cop out and not let us know either way. I'm not going to give it away. It's a wonderful story. It is great acting. I highly recommend it. Go check it out. Take Shelter.
All right, that's going to do it for episode 71 of Nerdlocker. But until next week, be sure to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as nerdlocker.com for our nerdy news. I'm Jazmine.
And I'm Brandon, and you guys have a nerdy week.